asked me to come in today to talk about stress, but before we do that, I just want to tell you a little about myself. I am born and raised here. I graduated from Pleasant Valley in 2011. I then did 2 years of community college at NCC, and then 2.5 years at ESU. My degree was in athletic training. So anyone play sports? Do you know Jay? Jay was my mentor for 2 years. I interned with him. From there, I decided athletic training wasn't exactly for me, just because I wasn't a fan of the hours. You're working 2 to 10, Friday nights, Saturday mornings. So I went more into the gym aspect of things, helping people that way. So now I'm full-time over there. So we're going to get right into it. First thing I need to know about you guys is what you're stressed about. What are you stressed about? What about it? A lot of work, yes. School. What else?
What else stresses you out?
Life.
What about life?
Life itself is just very stressful.
Can be. So different things, I'm sure you guys have tests. You guys are all seniors, right? So you have this graduation class that you have to take. You have to apply to colleges. You have to learn how to deal with all of the stuff that's going on around you and move forward from it. Prepare to graduate. You need to know what you're doing with your life. You need to know where you're going to work, how you're going to make money while you're in school. So there's a lot of stuff kind of going on there. Now, there's 2 different types of stresses. There's some that occur around you and there's not really much you can do about it. And then there's some that your mind actually creates itself. So we end up making ourselves a little more anxious than we absolutely need to be. For example, being late. Who is always late? I tendency to run myself a little short, but that's literally a stressor that we put on ourselves. There's no real reason for that. We could set our alarms a little earlier and be on time and not be stressed, but instead, we do this to ourselves. And same like hitting traffic, right? We get angry at people in front of us because you're sitting in traffic, but is there anything you can do about that? Not really. So that's something that's out of our control that we still get ourselves kind of worked up about. So we're going to talk about the brain. The brain is an organ, just like your liver, just like your stomach. It works just like everything else. You need it for your body to function. Now, the only thing that's different about the brain is I feel like a lot of people look at it differently. Reason being, there's not really a quick fix to your brain. So where you have a stomach ache, what do? You go to the nurse, you take some Tums, right? Helps your stomach. You have a headache, you can take ibuprofen, right? But what if your brain is just tired? What if you're stressed? Like, what do you do for stress? It's really hard because how your body deals with stress is how it would deal with medieval times or Stone Age times when you were searching for food and you were hurting and you were trying to live your life in the wilderness, where it realizes everything was a fight or flight. So as soon as you get a stressor, that's what your brain does. It immediately thinks you either have to fight it or you have to flee from it. So even these modern day stresses that you guys deal with in school every day, this is how your brain reacts to it. So your heart rate goes up, you get a little sweaty, you can't think about anything else, you're only focused on that one stressor. Now, what are some healthy habits that you can do for stress? What do you guys do?
Anybody work out?
You don't do anything? You guys are just miserable all the time? Well, you have to have something healthy to do. What are you doing? Friends, yes? It's good to have an outlet, something healthy like working out. That's clearly mine. I work at the gym. What do I do when I'm stressed? I always work out. Gets rid of some energy for me there. You can read, writing in a journal, talking to your friends. People say, Xbox, whatever it is, something to get you out of what's going on. Get your mind off of that. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about what's called mindfulness. Have you guys ever heard of that? No? Any idea what it means? What do you think it means? No idea? So basically, mindfulness is exactly what it sounds like. Your mind is aware of what's going on. You're aware of your current situation. You're aware of what's going on around you, and you're being present. So that's the big thing, is you're just dealing with what's going on right now in your body and outside of your body. So what we're going to do is we're going to get moving a little bit. I want everyone to get up. You're all very quiet today. I was unable to film the stretching and movement time with the students, but I'd like to share with you what we did go over. So I had them get up, encouraged them to get active, and we made room around the gym. And we went over some basic stretches and how stretching is so important to loosen your body up, but how it also affects your mind as well. And as we stretch, very simple one, we would reach up to the ceiling, and back down, hands to our sides. As we did that, I had them add in breathing techniques. So as we reached up to the ceiling, we breathe in through our nose. As we reach down, we breathe out through our mouth. So that was the way I was able to teach them the speed of their breath and to just kind of slow down their thinking, slow down everything they were doing, and get them to relax a little bit. So we did a good total body stretch. And then we went into meditation. And I was able to ask everyone, what do they think when they think of meditation? And what's the first thing? Everyone goes, right? Because we immediately think of the spiritual meditation or the religious meditation. But in reality, there's so many different types of meditation. And really all it is getting your mind to calm down a little bit, to getting your mind to focus on the present, to be mindful. Mindfulness is so important. And mindfulness meditation, that's actually one type of meditation that you can actually do. But the goal of meditation is to practice it and to be present, but to get to the point where you've practiced it, that you can do it in a stressful situation in life. So I encourage them to find a safe spot and to use their locker as a safe place. Between classes, you might only have a couple minutes, but when you open that locker, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just give yourself 30 seconds to relax and realize that everything is okay. Someone, you may have got in an argument with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or, you might have done bad on a test, or you might have a test coming up that you're super stressed about, or a presentation. But just those couple breaths can relax you so incredibly much. And you need that in life. You need some safe place. And in school, it's such a busy environment. So it's incredibly important to have those couple seconds to yourself. And breathing is such an incredible way. Research has shown that breathing alone can help your mind, your soul, your body. Now, of course, if you can add in stretching in the morning or stretching in the evenings, that's great to do to help your body as well. But breathing is so important. So I want to do a little meditation with you guys, and this is what I did with the students. I want you to find a place in your room, outside, whatever. Just sit up, cross your legs, sit up nice and tall. Place your hands on your knees for me. All right? And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and close your eyes for me. I want you to gently gather all your attention into the center of your body. Try to reel in all the thoughts that you take on in this world. Now reel them out. Let them go. Allow the outside world to gradually melt away and dissolve in an empty space. Begin by bringing your attention to the crown of your head and gradually work down your body to the tips of your toes. Focus on the area of your head. Gradually see the muscles relax and the tension fade away. Then focus on your temples and your forehead. Imagine any tension, headache, or pain dissolve away, disappearing as you place your mind on this part of the body, imagining that tension draining down your body and into the ground.
Then imagine your jaw and your ears relax. As you place your mind on this area, imagine tension draining down through your body into the ground. Your head should now be comfortable and relaxed. Focus on the area of tension around your neck and shoulders. Try to relax the shoulders. Lift them up gently, and as they drop back down, imagine all the tension dissolving down into the ground. Again, back up with the shoulders, and release. One more time, gently lift them up, and release that tension into the ground. As you do this, try to feel that any weight that you are carrying on your shoulders melts away. Feel as though you are really letting go of any tension you have left there. Now think to yourself, my neck and shoulders are comfortable and relaxed. Relax your arms and hands. Imagine that the tension drains out through your fingertips and far into the distance. Focus on your back and bring your mind to the top of your spine. Slowly allow the knots to unravel as you make your way down your spine. Any built-up tension, release it down through the spine, all the way out through the soles of your feet. As your attention reaches the base of the spine, think to yourself, now my back is comfortable and relaxed. Bring your attention to the front of your body. Focus on your chest and stomach. Try to identify any areas of stress or tension that you have in this part of the body. Imagine that the tension drains away, disappearing as you focus on it. Imagine any fear, tension, or stress that has built up within the stomach disappears. Then think to yourself, now my chest and stomach are comfortable and relaxed. Then we could focus on our legs and our feet, imagining any tension in these areas drain away, disappearing out of the soles of our feet, leaving us comfortable and relaxed. Gradually scan down from the top of your head to the tips of your feet, checking to see if there is any tension left in your body. If there is, simply breathe it in and let it out. Let it drain down through your feet. Our entire body should be comfortable and relaxed. Taking a deep breath in, releasing out, and slowly opening your eyes. Now, how great was that? It's so easy to do. Now, I hope your body is relaxed as well as your mind. Now, of course, I'm not always going to be here to read through this meditation for you every day, but there's so many different resources you can use to do this on your own. I actually found this specific meditation, which is called a body scan, on Google. It was from Mindscape, so you can find them anywhere. What's really nice now is because we have our phones and our iPads that have apps for this. The one I love to use is called Breathe. There's also Calm and Headspace and so many others. So any of these will help you tremendously if you're struggling on meditating on your own, which can be hard. It can be really hard to shut down the outside world and come into our own space. But it's so helpful. You need that outlet. You need that inner peace some days. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're able to do this. Let's get back to it. We'll bring it back to the bleachers.
So I know, believe me, when I was your age, meditation was a super weird thing. So again, if you've never been around it before, it can be a little awkward. It can feel a little weird. You may open your eyes when you're not supposed to. You may realize your shoulders are tense because it's hard. It's super hard to relax. In our fast-paced world, it's difficult. And now, I always use technology as an example. When I was in school, I think Facebook just came out, and we didn't have Snapchat, we didn't have any of that. Now you guys have Snapchat, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Twitter, you have FaceTime, you have emails, you have text messages. Constantly all this stuff that you have to check, you have to look up on, you have to see how many likes you have to see if you have any messages. It's very overwhelming, along with past your classes, along with plan what you're gonna do for the future. So it is a lot that you have to deal with. I saw something a couple days ago of this photographer that took pictures of groups of people, different scenarios, but once he took that picture, he erased the phones out of the pictures. So one was, a husband and wife were sleeping, they had their backs to each other, and they were looking like this. One was a group of people, what are they doing? They're down like this. At a football game, everyone's up like this. So it actually looked super sad and super lonely. So technology can be the most amazing thing, but it can also be detrimental. Reason being, it's kind of fake, is it not? You may look at my Facebook and you think you know all about me, but do you? You probably won't. You may post selfie smiling every single day. Are you happy? I don't know that. You may be absolutely miserable. We have no idea. So that's the only downfall of social media. It's really great to touch base with people, really great to encourage, but only if you use it for encouragement. So I want to go back to the beginning. What did you guys learn about me? Nothing? What? Yes, I work at the gym. What else? What? 2011, I graduated. Yeah. What else? Did you go to ESU? Yeah? 2 years at NCC. Exactly. So what I didn't tell you about myself is those 4 years of college were the hardest years of my entire life. I went into a severe depression. And if you looked at my social media, you wouldn't see that. I hit it all. You had no idea. It didn't hit me, I shouldn't say it didn't become a reality to me until about my senior year. And my grades started slipping, which is huge, not good for me. Like, I was always about my grades. That was one thing I prided myself on, was my grades. And they started slipping. I was working 5 part-time jobs. I would go to school full-time. Athletic training, you're required to do an internship. So I was either running here, I had an internship at Palmerton, I was at NCC, I was at ESU, I was running everywhere. And when I wasn't working, I worked at Chestnut Hill Nursery. At night, I waitressed at Chili's, I waitressed at Scorecard, and I did landscaping on the side for people. So I was always somewhere. I had to do it, and if I wasn't doing that, I was doing homework, I was doing assignments. Super overwhelming. I got put in that situation. Unfortunately, I got stresses put upon me that I wasn't expecting and that I couldn't really control. My family didn't support me. My parents didn't support me. I lost the support of my brothers. And I had to do it on my own. I had to become independent. And it was a choice kind of that I had to do. There wasn't a way around it. And I needed help. So I realized that my brain was literally tired. So one day I realized ESU had free counseling, and I went to the building. There's 2 doors for the building. There's a front door and there's a back door. I would sneak in the back door because I didn't want anyone to see me because I was kind of ashamed of it. I was kind of ashamed that I couldn't deal with my life. I was ashamed that I couldn't deal with the stresses that were put upon myself. And there were things that I should have been able to do, but because all these outside things were coming in, my focus wasn't all there. I couldn't focus on school anymore because I was so tired, because I was working so many jobs. So I just realized I needed someone to talk to, and that my brain just needed a little help. Like I talked about before, your brain is an organ. It's all right. It's all right to help it. You need a little help. This mindfulness, this meditation helps you. It may seem silly at first, it may seem tedious to do, but you always need an outlet. You either need someone to talk to, whereas me, I needed that therapist to talk to. I went to that therapist for 2.5 years. I wouldn't be standing here today if I didn't go to her. I thank her for having the mental stability that I have right now is because of that woman. And she probably doesn't even know it. She probably thought, I was just her 11 o'clock that she talked to on Thursdays, But they help so tremendously. That's why I want you to know, your guidance counselors are here. They're here to help you out. They're here to help you plan. The next big thing is you don't have to have it all figured out. And I thought I did. I thought I had to have everything planned. I graduated high school. I needed to go to school. I needed boom, boom, boom. Like I had everything planned out. You don't. You literally don't. When I went to NCC, I started going for my gen eds, saved some money, went to a community college. Good advice. From there, I wanted to be a respiratory therapist. So I had grown up with asthma, and growing up, I realized, how important that was. I wanted to help little babies in NICU whose lungs haven't developed yet, and it would be really awesome. But more I looked into it, as I got to my second year of NCC, where is our society right now? It's a little older individuals with COPD, it's more in the hospitals. And I didn't really want to do that. So I completely changed my career. I decided that I was going to go into athletic training because it was still the fitness field, but it was active and it was with sports, which I loved. So I applied to ESU and completely changed my route and went there. Now I graduated from ESU with an athletic training degree, which I absolutely love, but the hours kind of suck. And I just got married a month and a half ago, and I do want a family, so I wanted something that would work for my hours. And I found the gym, and the gym has been absolutely amazing to me. I've used a lot of my background from athletic training there. I train a lot of clients, but the same thing. I graduated and didn't exactly do what a lot of my friends ended up doing, or working at a high school or working at a college. So you have so many options, guys. That's what I'm going to make sure you know, is that you're not set in stone what to do at all. And what I learned is only you can control that. Only you can do your homework. Right? No cheating. Only you can go get that diploma when you graduate. Only you can fill out that application for college. Only you can make money for yourself once you're in college. Only you can pass those exams. So you have to do it. No one's going to do it for you. If there was a possibility of that, I would have found it out, but I couldn't find it. You have to do it yourself. And it feels good. When I grabbed that diploma at ESU, I almost cried because I knew how hard I worked. I knew what I went through physically, mentally, emotionally to get there. And that's what mattered. So my last thing on the agenda is Feel Good Friday. So it's a thing I started doing on my social media a few weeks ago. After I got married, I was, of course, feeling fantastic. My life is great. I have a husband, I have a house, I have a car, I have a good job, great friends. So I wanted to express that because what happens is I work Monday through Thursday, 10-hour shifts, and then I have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I get all my stuff done on the weekend, which is pretty cool, but then I work super long hours. So by Friday, I'm exhausted. I've talked to 1 million people at the gym. I've tried to encourage so many of my clients. I've tried to stay upbeat. I have to stay enthusiastic. I can't show that I'm having a bad day because I need to be there for other people. So Friday is kind of my day to reflect. It's kind of my day to relax. So I started a Feel Good Friday where I post something, whether it be a picture of myself, whether it be a sentence, whether it be something, and write about it. Whether people read it or not, I don't really care. but it's for myself. It's something for me to let go. It's something for me to realize what good happened that week. And if something bad happened, it's okay to write about it. It's okay to talk about it. You don't have to hide your emotions, which I feel like growing up a lot of people do. And especially in my family, I grew up in a very close-knit family, but it was like we never had a problem. So you had to deal with it yourself. We didn't talk about things. And now as I get older, I wish we did. I wish my parents would have talked to me. I wish they would have, rather than me getting a house school, good, and I would go to my room. Like, I wouldn't tell them anything. They didn't know anything about me, which is super sad. There's people that want to talk to you. There's people who want to help you, so let them. So, I have a little homework for you. Everyone have Netflix? Netflix? So, right now there is a show on Netflix called Explain. Really good show. I think it's only 5 episodes. It's like one of those limited series ones. Episode 4 is called Mindfulness. Super neat. It goes over stress. It goes over what your brain actually does with the stress and how to deal with it, how to cope with it. So watch it. That's all I want you to do. There's a couple other episodes in there, some about anxiety and stuff like that, if you were interested in that kind of stuff. But episode 4, all I'm asking is for you to watch that, learn a little something that went along with today, and find an outlet, guys. Do what you have to do to get you through the day. Do what you have to do to breathe. Take time for yourself. No one's going to take care of you besides yourself. Any questions? Good? Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you got something out of it.
Let's give a round of applause.